Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, would you cash out all of your crypto at $1 million? If you had $1 million in your portfolio right now, would you cash out everything and be done with crypto forever? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let's get into this action-packed video. Starting off, Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse said this is why regulation by enforcement wreaks such havoc. By bringing a massive enforcement case, the SEC acknowledges they didn't determine anything, but the crypto markets, under pressure, interpreted the filing as such, causing massive damage to retail holders. And now, the SEC affirms that no determination has been made about XRP, and it didn't order or ask anyone to halt trading/delist. So, retail holders shouldn't blame the SEC, but instead, wait for it, blame the exchanges. So, who are they protecting? And guys, the first time I talked about this, which was a couple hours ago, I didn't get this fully inside my head. But right now, when reading Brad Garlinghouse's tweets, it really has gotten into my head. Like, what is the SEC doing? What are they doing? What are they thinking? I don't get it. What is going on inside their heads? They just have those little freaking bears that are dancing inside their heads. It's ridiculous. These guys are just memeing around as well. The SEC has no idea what they're doing. And the reason I'm saying it that way is because, well, think about it. What the SEC is doing right now is basically saying, hey, we think XRP might be a security. We don't really know. We don't really have determined that it really could be. We're just kind of putting up a couple of arguments as to why it could be. Whether or not it's going to be the case, we'll see, because the judge is the only one that can decide. But the markets interpreted it like it really was already a verdict from the SEC. It wasn't, though. And the exchanges started to delist it too. But then the SEC came up and says, well, we didn't know why they did that. We didn't say they should. We just said they can still list XRP. And even when asked before, when exchanges asked the SEC, they didn't say anything about not being able to list it. So their point is, well, why did they stop listing it, right? But then again, I'm thinking right now, we know from Coinbase, they said over on Twitter that they were having some talks with the SEC for advice. I believe advice is the official thing. I'm not sure if it's officially called advice or just, I don't know, a regulatory talk about whether or not they could keep listing it. They didn't say anything. And then a couple days later, they all of a sudden said, well, we cannot keep trading XRP, so they halted the trading too. I'm thinking the SEC told them something right there, right? Because otherwise, why would they first say that they're not planning on delisting it, but they will only do so if their talk with the SEC points out that they should? They talked, they put everything through, and all of a sudden they took it off. Exchanges don't want to delist pairs, right? Because it makes them a lot of money if people can trade it on there, so they don't want to. So then what happened? What happened, and why is the SEC so full of crap? I'm not sure, but it's really strange in my opinion. Then, by the way, guys, this video, with all the stuff at the top here, is usually something I cover on the 5-Minute Crypto channel. But today, I thought, let me put it up here and see if you guys like it. So once we're done with XRP, I'm going to make it in like a 5-Minute Crypto type of style. So if you enjoy it, go check out 5-Minute Crypto because damn, are there good updates on there, all right? Go check it out. Link will be down below. It's really going to be worth it to just quickly update yourself with those videos every time I upload something. So make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on too. XRP, the digital token of Ripple, right? So this is a little page here which XRP Owl found during his Patreon stream. Ripple is an alternative platform to Ethereum. That's interesting. It's really quite different, but all right. That's the way I like to put it. The first part is not that important though. It's this one. Ripple and XRP enjoy the trust of many banks as a model for CBDCs because it is highly centralized and is based on a permissioned network where only certain network nodes can validate transactions. As opposed to decentralized and permissionless Bitcoin and Ether, Ripple also allows the creation of new currencies, and Ripple developers can decide the timing and quantity of supply in a similar way to current central bank operations. Note, France's central bank, Banque de France, has openly discussed Ripple/XRP as a possible platform for Europe's central bank digital currency. Ooh. So the reason that this one becomes rather important is because this is not only France, but this is Banque de France that discusses this for Europe's central digital currency. That is very interesting in my opinion, right? He actually put up a copyright notice here. Not exactly sure. Maybe that's where this piece of information is coming from. CPA Australia. I think we cover it in a video though. We'll see though. If they strike it, we'll see what happens. We don't care, guys. It's gonna be fine. But I pressed it away accidentally, I guess. It is really interesting in my opinion how this pulled through. Don't you guys? Oh, I did it again. Don't you guys agree with me here? Like, that is interesting. Yeah, but the note before, right, that is kind of a buzzkill. You know what? In a certain degree, I'll always be happy with these types of articles and these types of informational pieces. He says here, I'll take Europe Cbdc over Australia. Wait until Australia catches up. Maybe it's this little part here. The Reserve Bank of Australia has issued a statement that it is considering running a Cbdc program on the Ethereum network. Well, maybe Ripple has put this all through mostly because of this big opportunity to work with CBDCs. I'm also now thinking about everything which we saw before, like HSBC and whatnot, that they've already said that Ripple has been working on this. What are they not showing us, guys? What is going on in the back end? Now, again, this is kind of the style of 5-minute crypto, but before we get into that, make sure you check out Prime XBT. This is the platform where I go and trade futures right now. So basically, if I'm trying to buy or sell crypto with leverage, so basically am I trading crypto, I do it on here, right? Almost all the time right now because Binance messed me up a couple of times, and these are the two platforms which I was kind of using before. Now I'm only using this one. There's also a bonus if you deposit, which lasts, I think, for 1 day or so. So you should really check that out a little bit better so you don't mess around with that type of stuff and close your trade appropriately. It's just something which can give you an extra margin bonus, basically. But go check it out, all right? I personally am using it, and I'm liking it a ton. It's just basically easy leverage trading. Just go check it out. A link will be down below. Then Bitcoin, why this weekend is worth keeping an eye on. Well, I believe that every weekend is worth keeping an eye on, and not this weekend anymore specifically, but what they usually refer to as some very huge options coming up, which is mostly what they claim. In this case, though, they're talking about volatility. In my opinion, well, this weekend is something to keep an eye on because we've been going up. That's obvious, but we got a pump a little bit, then another dump, pump, which is basically what happened in the crypto space for the longest while. But right now, think about it from this channel here. Are we going to see the bottom? Are we going to see the final dip before we continue on with the big pump towards maybe 60,000 or so? Or 65,000? That is what we're waiting for this weekend in the next couple of days. We're hoping to see another small little dump towards maybe 44,000 or so before going up towards that 65 to stay within the channel. Is it going to happen? We do not know, but that would be logical, and that is why this weekend or the next couple of days / weeks can be very important. Then cryptocurrency trading exploded last month after Tesla's Bitcoin buy. One thing I would like to note here is that even though Tesla bought Bitcoin was a very bullish thing, Tesla itself and Elon Musk, they didn't really benefit from it too much because, well, their holdings, so Tesla's share value and whatnot, actually went down like crazy as people lost their faith heavily. As, well, Tesla is supposed to be a little bit of a safeguard for people right now, a little bit of a speculative thing, but, you know, in the real world, and a lot of the investors do not like crypto for some unapparent reason. So I'm not quite sure, I'm quite sure that other companies will not quickly follow suit as they saw the stock price, but that it is interesting because they made their money though. They invested $1.5 billion and that most likely got them another $1 billion in the shortest amount of time. Then no more Bitcoin effect. MicroStrategy stock falls by 50% in 17 days. The excitement around Bitcoin has spilled over beyond spot price data shows, with MSTR going from around 1,300 to about 629 in just 17 days. MicroStrategy, there we go. Now, all I would say here is this is just because people aren't going crazy bullish about it right now. They're just more acting normally. And the stock price from that one was a little bit overvalued in the sense that people valued it ridiculously high because, well, it was pumping up. It was doing a lot of things. But MicroStrategy is still buying more Bitcoin. They're still moving on. They don't really care about what you're doing. So who cares? Then Square, from Jack Dorsey from Twitter, acquires rapper Jay-Z's Tidal platform for $300 million to bring crypto to the masses. Jack Dorsey's payment company Square is to acquire Jay-Z's music service to popularize blockchain, crypto, and for generating new ways of paving for the music content. I think it's interesting. He is really putting in a lot of work to get Bitcoin adopted. It's crazy though. I like it. Then $2 billion merger, Bitcoin miner Cypher going public, backed by Fidelity and Morgan Stanley. All you need to know in this case here is what I think is happening is Bitcoin mining, the US really wants to get it in their own control. So right now it's just way too much in China, and all that's happening in the US in terms of mining, they want to try to support, want to try to own, and logically speaking, the banks can't really own too much of Bitcoin unless they are trying to kind of control it in the real controlling department, which is buying the mining equipment, because that's really how you control Bitcoin. That's what they've been doing. Interesting. You got to update yourself with that type of stuff. And then 22% of Goldman Sachs clients expected Bitcoin to exceed $100,000 in 12 months. I like that as well. Goldman Sachs has been very skeptical towards crypto. In some articles, they've been really forward going as well, but it really depends. They've mostly been warning. However, a lot of the clients do expect Bitcoin to exceed 100,000, and if you're asking me, I think so too, guys, and I'm still ridiculously bullish on crypto. Very happy to be covering this every single day, and that's basically the type of stuff I would cover on 5 Minute Crypto, these types of articles, right? So if you enjoyed that type of stuff, you think these are important crypto updates, make sure you go ahead and follow that channel. A link will be down below. It's called 5 Minute Crypto, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video with another very important update. Make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed it.